Join us. It is day 3. Dixie's going to be taking a walk today for an evaluation for noises such as lawnmowers, which you may hear in the background. Also just traffic and anything else we might encounter in terms of noises and objects. In addition, she's going to be training in the family room and cooking in the kitchen. Since we're on day 3, I have not taught Dixie the heel command. She does know the follow command. With the follow command, the dog can be in front, behind, or to either side when walking. It doesn't matter. When my feet stop moving, I don't care if she sits or she stands. Later on, when we get to the formal heel command, she'll need to sit and she'll need to be in a defined position on my left side. I'll be teaching heel in the coming days. Bella. In the kitchen, I have put out a mat for her that I'm using as her place. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and set her in her release command. Break, break. Good girl, Dixie. Good job. And we're going to check out what's in the refrigerator to cook, and at some point I will send her to her place. And she's right here. Okay, so let's get out some wonderful lettuce, and I think we're just going to make a salad here. We've got some scallions and a tomato and some mushroom. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my board, and she's in her release command, so she can pretty much do what she wants right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift up her mat to get into my cooking closet here to get the chopping board. Okay, so I've got the chopping board, and I'm going to put her mat back down here. She's just sort of hanging out. I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to get ready here in just a moment to send her over to her place. So I'm going to call her to me. Dixie, come. Dixie, place. Okay. So we're going to get ready to make a salad. Let me get a bowl out here. Again, I'm looking to see if any of the noises with chopping might disturb her, if she's going to settle in. This is our first time doing this particular exercise. This is her first time being in the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and just wash some of this lettuce here. And she's been doing really well with her commands. Her fearful components are still there, but they're fading to the background with her brain sort of refocusing on to come, sit, place, and down. It gives her an opportunity to refocus and do something that is positive rather than be in that fearful mode where dogs usually flight. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop this up, making extra noises to see if that's going to cause any sort of coming off of command. Okay. Okay, so we've got a little bit of lettuce going on here. Swinging of the refrigerator door. That's looking good. Okay, we've got a few mushrooms that I'm going to go ahead and wash. Okay, so we're going to chop these up here. And she's settled in nicely. Those chopping noises on the block. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of onions here. Again, I'm looking for duration, so actually what the cooking exercise does is give me an idea with the noises I'm creating how long she can remain on task. So we're going to do a couple of onions here. Okay. Duration on command is so important with distractions. It gives the dog an opportunity to practice that with just your activities of daily living. You don't have to take time out during the day to go train the dog. In this case, if I'm in the kitchen, I'll put the dog on place. I've taken care of my place and my duration with that command. I've taken the time to call the dog to me if it was out in the family room to put the dog on place, so I've taken care of my recall. During the day I've taken care of also my follow command as the dog is following me from room to room. And remember, you always have the release command break where they go be a dog and they just go and on their own little adventure. Okay, so I'm going to wash this tomato. And go ahead and chop this up. Obviously, with a fearful dog, unlike when Finn was here and I ran the blender, I am not running the blender. That would just send Dixie over threshold. She is no way ready for a blender or a vacuum cleaner or any sort of household appliance that creates a lot of noise. So I'm not seeing anything in terms of command training, meaning that we've got the duration on place there. So you graduated. How wonderful. Okay, so today I'm working with Dixie in the family room. This is the first time she's been up in this environment. I'm working with the familiar object that she knows, which is the board here. And here we go. Dixie plays. We're starting on leash and then we'll be going off leash. Dixie, come. Dixie, sit. So you can either use a sit and wait or a place. I recommend if there's knocking or a doorbell that the dog go to a place because it's a much stronger command than a sit and wait. So I'm going to go ahead and place her on place. Dixie, place. So running through this exercise, I would add a doorbell, and let me go ahead and do that. sort of a non-event for her. Okay, Dixie, break. Good girl. I'm going to invite Dixie up on the couch. Dixie, come. Good girl. Good job. Dixie, place. Please, I sent her back to her place board. Dixie, come. Good girl, Dixie. Good job. Dixie, follow. Dixie, sit. Wait. So the exercise I'm going to go run through is if she was going to go out for a walk. So this is sit and wait at the front door. Starting with attaching the leash. With most households, once the leash is gotten in hand, it is the trigger for the event that the dog is getting ready to go out. So it sends them usually into an overexcited state of mind. With a sit and wait command, we decrease the excitement. So let's go ahead. And remember with Dixie, she can either sit or down, and you can see she moved from there over here. Again, this is a trigger for a exciting event that's getting ready to happen. Okay, sit. So once I attached that clicking sound, notice how she came out of her sit and I resat her. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to wait. The next big event is when my feet start to move. The dog will move with me, but I've given her Dixie, wait. Go ahead and run through the exercise for sit and wait at the door. Dixie, come. Dixie, sit. And that was just using hand signals, no verbal. Dixie, break. Good girl, Dixie. Good job. Good girl. Dixie, follow. Good job. Wait. Dixie, come. Dixie, sit. Good girl. Dixie, follow. Good girl, Dixie. Good girl. Wait. So I immediately see the head dropping, so there's more work to be done in terms of that solid sit. Good girl. Okay, break. Good job, Dixie. Good girl. Very good. Follow. Dixie, follow. Sit. Wait. Dixie, come. Wait. UPS truck. Dixie, sit. Wait. Dixie, come. Sit. Wait. Again, it doesn't matter if she sits or down, just so she's stationary. Dixie, come. Sit. Wait. Dixie, come. Good girl. Good job. Dixie, come. Dixie, sit. Dixie, wait. Dixie, come. Wait. Dixie, come. Wait. Dixie, come. Dixie, place.